Thank you for staying tuned to Sunrise at Sea right here on CTV. Once again, my name is Apollo Sarah, and we continue the conversation on Twitter Jabs 2 about the parish development model. Now, in the first segment of the Twitter Jabs, Shivana and I gave you a brief background on why this is being done, why the government is doing that, why the government is doing this, and which areas in the country will be benefiting from this project, or rather module. And in studio with me to deliberate more and give us more insight into this topic or situation is Mr. Cyprian Chilangyang. Did I pronounce that right, sir?
Chilangyang.
Yes, Chilangyang, yes. And he is the Commissioner Policy and Planning from the Ministry of Local Government. Thank you for joining me on the Twitter Jabs.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for honoring my invitation. How are you? How has the year been for you so far?
Well, I should say the year began very well, though with a lot of work.
Yes.
So we are busy putting together the parish development model.
Okay.
But it's good. It's good. It's a good initiative.
All right. So let's dive right into it. Briefly explain to the viewer what the parish development model approach is.
Well, parish development model, you would call it a strategy. Other people call it a mechanism. Mm-hmm. But it is a priority program of government.
Yes.
To try to lift household income.
Yes.
And in so doing, we increase the what? We transform the society out of poverty.
Yes.
So it's a program which government would like to target households, and the households that we want to target this time are the ones which are in subsistence sector.
All right.
We would like to move them from being subsistence into the money economy.
All right.
Well, okay, of course, the idea is that once you produce more than you consume, mm-hmm. First of all, you know what subsistence is. Subsistence is, I am producing what is enough for me to eat for that year.
Okay.
Okay, so I will have probably 1 acre, and I have there maybe some maize, maybe some beans on that acre. And then I have a cow which gives me milk, mm-hmm. and then I'm very comfortable.
So only thinking of now. That is basically what subsistence
exactly.
is. Yes.
So the idea now is, can you think beyond that?
Yes.
And can you produce more than you can consume?
Mm-hmm.
So that excess, you sell it in the market, and from the market you're able to get money. Mm-hmm. And the money would help you in many ways. First of all, it improves your standard of living.
Yes.
Because you're going to have money for medicine. When you're sick, you should be able to treat yourself, and your standard of living goes up. And then at the end of the day, you live a longer life. So this is the idea.
All right. So it is said that about 490 billion Uganda shillings is going to be distributed to 10,594 parishes in Uganda. Is that enough? Because a section of the MPs felt that that amount would not be enough to, properly do what the initiative is about.
Well, okay, let's put it like this. People are getting a misconception about the parish model.
Yes. Being
just the money.
Okay.
That money is going to be given out.
Yes.
Parish model is larger, much larger than that.
How so?
Parish model is designed on 7 pillars.
Yes.
There is what we call production,
yes.
processing and marketing. There is infrastructure and services in pillar.
Okay.
Then there's the financial inclusion pillar,
yes.
which has some money.
Okay.
And then we have the health services pillar. We have the parish-based information system.
Okay.
And then lastly, we have governance and administration.
All right.
So all these pillars are supposed to work together. So let me just give you an example. We will arrive to the parish as a whole of government.
All right.
And for production, it will mean that we have to have our extension workers in the parish,
okay.
in the sub-counties, moving from parishes, showing people how to increase production.
Okay.
We will have the sub-county chief supervising the extension workers, make sure that they do so.
Okay.
We will have in the parish or in the near the parish or the sub-county, we'll make sure that we have enough sources of seed, of inputs, agricultural inputs, and good inputs this time, not sometimes, we'll make sure the Ministry of Agriculture will come in to make sure that we have good seedlings, we have good seeds in the market for farmers to buy, so that these seeds should be able to do what? To give a good yield.
Yes.
We will also be able to fix any infrastructural bottlenecks that are there in the parish or around the parish.
Like
I'll just
roads,
give you an example.
yes.
If, for example, one of the reasons why in the parish we are unable to produce is because we probably have a bridge or culvert which is spoiled.
Okay.
And we are unable to transport
yes.
our goods and so on. The district has to come in together with the Ministry of Works, whoever is responsible for that bridge, to make sure that they fix it, so that by the time production is done in the parish, there is easy access for it to go to the market,
yes.
or to the factory for processing. So you can see it's more than just the money.
It's more than
so the money will just come to help you, the farmer, to have some financial stability within your parish.
Okay.
So that you do not have to go to the bank to borrow at those bank rates, so that you don't have to go to the money lender to borrow,
yes.
so that you can now borrow within yourselves. So what we are trying to do is to make a kind of financial cooperative institution in the parish.
All right.
And now, you know, SACCOs are fairly successful, so we're going to have a SACCO, we'll call it a PDM SACCO,
yes.
which is going to be formed by the community themselves in the parish. We are not going to tell you that so-and-so is going to be the chairman, so-and-so is going to be the member.
Yes.
No. What is going to happen is you as a community will select yourselves and decide who is going to be the chairman in line with the enterprise groups that you have.
Yes.
The different productions that you have. The people will be producing beef, the people will be producing coffee, the people will be producing milk, whatever,
yes.
in the community. So they will be represented in this circle.
Okay.
And that is the circle that is going to decide who is the beneficiary, who is going to benefit.
Okay.
And you see, it's a loan, first of all. Yeah, it's a loan. It's not free money.
It's a loan?
It's not money for eating.
So how will people be paid back? It's
yes,
not money
yes.
for eating.
And that's the story I'm
yes.
telling you. So it's a loan. You get the money. After using it, you pay it back to the circle. So that the circle can lend your neighbor and your other people in the community.
Yes.
So it's supposed to revolve within the community.
Yes.
You understand? So they will select. The people will be elected. They will elect themselves.
Okay.
People will be elected to the PDM circle. Will decide this year. Let's give Apollo,
yes.
Cyprian, and so and so.
Yes.
Next year, after they pay back, we give to another
the next
lot.
person.
But of course, and you know, being the community, they know themselves. They know themselves. They say, if you give it so and so,
they may not pay back.
Exactly.
So you did mention that a lot of people at the parish level have a subsistence, way of living, where they are just thinking for now and not thinking of the future. And you have mentioned all these pillars that are going to be put in place: infrastructure, healthcare, all that. That is at government level to do that. But will you be also offering additional skills, for instance, financial literacy, investment, banking, all this, when you actually give the money to the SACCOs that they will be distributing? Because it doesn't make any sense if people will still have the mentality of a subsistence type of life and not actually growing their money, because the purpose of this model is to eradicate poverty and promote economic development. So will you be also including financial literacy and investment?
It's really a good question.
Yes.
And the point really is this: poverty is in the mind.
All right.
The reason why some of us are behind is because we are comfortable with the status quo.
Yes.
So what we are rolling out, and we've already begun, is a sensitization program.
Yes.
We call it community mobilization and mindset change.
Yes.
So we are trying to reach into the people and make them understand that you can live a better life than you're living right now. You can produce more and have more money and be able to live a better life. So once you get this through people's mind, to start working.
Yes.
To start working, do self-help projects, to try to be able to borrow the money and be able to lend back.
Yes.
That is the first step. The second step now would be, how do you select an enterprise? If you want to to grow coffee, what do you need to do? And so we are coming up with these programs. And the beauty about the parish development model is that we have enterprise commodities, about 18 of them,
Yes.
where people are supposed to focus. I mean, the money is supposed to be focused into.
Yes.
So these are cash crops, most of them, and also food crops. So the idea is it's easier now to target different areas. For example, Karamoja.
Yes.
Karamoja would probably be very good for beef. So the kind of extension workers, the kind of training that we'll give to the people in Karamoja would help them to increase their stocks
Yes.
and to be able to grow high quality animals.
All right.
So if it's Buganda, for example, you'd see more of coffee, how to invest in coffee and how to do what and how to look after the coffee.
All right. So now I want to ask you, where is the program going to start? Is it going to just start in Eastern Uganda as a case study, or on a country nation level, because it's going to be launched in Eastern Uganda, that is in Chiboko? So is it just going to start there, or everybody else all over the world, all over the country rather, is going to benefit from it?
Yes. What government decided is to roll out across the country.
Yes.
So there is no pilot or anything. PDM is going to be rolled off across the whole country.
Across the 10,000 plus parishes?
Yes.
At one go?
But for purposes of launching it,
yes,
His Excellency is going to be launching the parish development model in Chiboko district.
Yes.
So for purposes of launching it, some parishes in Chiboko will probably be ahead of the rest.
Okay.
Okay. So we've started in Eastern Uganda in what is popularly known as North Bukedi,
yes,
which has Chiboko, Butebo, Budaka, Butaleja, those districts so we are starting with those districts,
yes,
and so some of those parishes will start straight away.
All right.
Maybe what you should know, that there are a couple of activities going on right now. We are very busy there right now. We are sensitizing the population in that area. We are also forming the groups and forming the circles that I'm talking about.
Yes.
And we are sensitizing the population. So we are updating their national ID information, so that you see we have the right database about the people that are benefiting.
Yes.
So really there's a lot of work going on. So by the launch, we should be good to go.
You've just talked about sensitization. How are you sensitizing the local people in these parishes? How are they aware that this is happening? How long have they known that this is going to take place?
Well, okay, we are doing a lot. What we began with is the national trainers.
Okay.
So the national trainers were trained in parish development model and how it's supposed to work and basically the details.
Yes.
Then those ones trained the trainers of trainers.
Yes.
So we have trained every district. We have the trainers for those districts already trained.
Okay.
We are now moving to the constituency training, where we're going to train people in sub-counties.
Who are the people you're training? You say trainers and then training people. Who are these people in particular? Are these the LCs? Is it the local vendors, the market? Who are the people that you're training?
We're beginning with the trainers.
Okay.
Of course, the idea is once you've trained them, then now they can go now and train in their communities.
Everybody else in their community.
Yes.
Also, the trainers are more like volunteers or people working with the project?
No, trainers are government officials.
All right.
We have technical people like the district production officer, the district commercial officer, the COW, the district planner. We have, and also the LCs.
Yes.
So we're training these people, and then these people will now move. So we're actually taking a step-by-step approach.
Right.
The idea now is once everybody, all the trainers have been trained, then now they'll be facilitated to now train the whole community.
Yes.
In meetings, in workshops, and so on.
Yes. So I would like to ask you, do you think the parish development model has the capacity to actually eradicate poverty at the parish level? Because, I mean, we had the Emyoga that was launched in October of 2022, a similar scheme and project, but now we have the parish development model. Do you think it is going to yield better results than the Myoga?
Okay, maybe I'll start by differentiating between a Myoga and parish development model. A Myoga was targeting Myogas, what they call Myogas, and these are talents. For example, if you are tailors, we give you finances as tailors to support your trade.
Okay.
If you're welders, we give you money as welders, and you put together, you agree on what you need to invest for all of you to benefit.
Yes.
Okay. So that was the approach. Parish development model, as I explained at the beginning, is different. We are moving to the parish as the whole of government.
Okay.
There's going to be production, agriculture is going to be there, works is going to be there to make sure the roads are there, finance will be there to make sure that the parishes have money to be able to do what? To invest.
Yes.
Trade will be there to make sure that we can find a way of selling this production, because there's production and then you fail to sell.
Yes.
So trade will be there to ensure that we find markets for this product. So it's a whole machinery. It's much larger than a Myoga. So how do you're asking me,
does it have
are you sure that it's going to work? We believe it's going to work.
Okay.
We're actually excited that we are launching this thing right now, because we know this is going to change the lives of the people.
What is the ultimate goal for the parish development model? Do you have a target, say, in the next 5-10 years, we hope to have achieved this, or have hoped to have removed this number of households from, say, poverty, or at least moved them a notch higher? What is the ultimate goal? I would like to know.
Well, okay, first of all, the idea is to move people out of poverty.
Yes.
Okay? And so poverty is a real thing. You
is.
realize that you're no longer as needy as you've been.
Yes.
But we put it in figures. We're looking at incomes in the next 5 years or so. The incomes of average incomes, and when I say average, average income should be way about 20 million or so per year.
Individual or circles?
Household.
Households.
Yeah, as you know, PDM is targeting households.
Yes.
It's not targeting individuals.
Yes.
Household. And an household has an average of 5 or 6 people in Uganda. So this is the idea.
Usually there is one breadwinner, or maybe two.
Yes, but you see, you've heard about GDP per capita. You've heard, at the end of the day, they will count per person.
Yes.
So now we are targeting the household, and you can do the math to see how much it will be per.
Speaking of that, do you know how much people, what the average is of how much people are earning at the parish level in each household? Did you perhaps do a study, a case study or that, or statistics to know how much people are making now, so that you can compare in the next 5 years to see how far you have come with this project?
Yeah, research has been done. I don't have the figure right now, but these figures are with UBOS. They're in the UBOS website, and I didn't come with that figure, but we can see where we are going. We want them to be much better, to more than double the incomes that they're earning now. Do you know that some households actually don't even earn income? True. Yes. So we want them to start earning income.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So I would like to ask, which other ministries are involved in this strategy, and what's expected of them?
The whole of government.
The whole of government.
The whole of government.
Fisheries.
This is a priority program of government.
Yes.
So name it.
Yes.
All government, as long as you have a mandate to provide services to the local people.
Yes.
Just let me give you health services. Health services is large, is wide. Okay? We call it social services in PDM.
Yes.
Social services has health, so Ministry of Health is already there. They're supposed to be in the parish, in the community, to make sure that our health centers are working. Okay. That the nurses are there, the medical personnel are there, and medicine is there. Education is under social services. They're supposed to be on the ground to make sure that schools are there for our children to go to while we are busy doing what? Producing. You understand? That the teachers are there and they are not absent. You understand? So water, how do you call it? Clean drinking water.
Yes.
Ministry of Water has to make sure that they're on the ground to make sure that water, clean water is there. So basically, I'm telling you, the whole of government is going to be there.
All right. Yes. It's beautiful that it's a hands-on project this time. Everybody's involved.
Yes.
So my other question is that, are there any further details about the parish development model from the Ministry of Local Government? Is there anything else you would like to add? Another question that was really frequently asked, this is my second question, that was frequently asked on Twitter is that transparency and accountability. Who should the people, the local people, look to for accountability and transparency to ensure that what government has pledged is actually put on ground?
Okay, let me start with the last one.
Yes.
Because it's important for us to know
yes.
that wherever government puts resources, that the resources are used in
yes.
the right manner. First of all, this money is going to the parish.
Yes.
This money becomes property of the parish.
Okay.
This money is less likely to come back to central government. So as the parish, you're supposed to manage this money and make sure that the money is not lost among yourselves.
Yes.
Okay? Now, you know government has a whole good system, a network of supervision.
Yes.
So we should be able to get reports from all the circles on how the parish development model is working.
Yes.
So there's a system that has been developed called the Parish-Based Information System, which will require all parishes to give us reports on the performance
yes.
of parish development model in their parish. So all of them will have, they're supposed to actually report regularly, I think monthly or something. You understand?
Yes.
So that's one step. So we should be able to view and know which parishes are moving, which ones have disbursed money, which ones have not, which ones are not repaying back,
yes.
and which ones are actually increasing production and which ones are not.
Yes.
Secondly, you know government has, you know, the parish, we're going to have a parish chief. We have actually already recruited parish chiefs in 98% of the parishes.
Yes.
The parish chief is actually a civil servant, if you didn't know. So we have their government. The parish chief is the secretary of the parish, of the council, of the committee which manages
yes.
The parish. So he's going to make reports. Also, we have the sub-county.
All right.
We have the RDCs, we have GISOs, we have all this. This is a whole network of information. So we shall be able to monitor the operations of the parish development
You
model.
spoke of money and everybody gets, you know, the ears, you know, rise up like this when you speak about money. So how much money is going to be distributed to each of the parishes?
The idea is going forward, we should be able to give 100 million as a loan.
To each parish, to all the 10,000
in a year. Okay?
In a year, okay.
So, yeah, in a year we should be able
for
to
how
give
long?
100 million.
How long though? You
Well,
say in a year, for how many years?
For as long as we are fighting with poverty.
With poverty.
Or for as long as we are able to afford it.
Yes.
But the point is, for this financial year, we're going to be giving 17.7 million per parish as a startup, so that we also check. You know, they say you cannot check the water with both legs.
True, you have to
start
dip
step by step.
with
So
a
we'll
toe,
start with
yes.
17.7 million per parish, and then next year we should be able to deal with any bottlenecks that will come across, and then we move to 100 million.
All right, so as we wind up, the other question that I asked, any further information or additional information that you would like to share on the parish development model?
Are you ending? Because then
yes.
mine would be to persuade people.
Yes.
Yeah? I would say that countrymen, we should support the parish development model, because this is our opportunity to work together
yes.
to get out of poverty. Government is going to come, the whole of government. So any problem that you have, the governments, the ministries will be ready to solve in whichever area it is.
Yes.
But let's put our hands together, let's support this program so that we can get our country to the middle income class.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much for joining me on the Twitter Jabs. And you had it. Please let us all come together, join forces, be hands-on, and ensure that parish development model does actually happen and do what it's meant to do, and that is eradicate poverty out of Uganda. And that is all we had for you on this segment of the Twitter Jabs. Keep watching Sunrise at Sea, because coming up next is wellness, and I'm in the kitchen and I'll be showing you how to make some chicken lollipops. Don't blink.